So today, we're making a mobile game. So the idea for this game was inspired by Duet, and I wanted the main theme of the game to be a really cool geometric game with the core mechanic of turning around incoming objects. So I opened up Unity, started a new project, and started to make a script for my player. And then I realized I have no idea how to do anything with touch controls. So I did what we all do when we don't know how to do something in Unity. I looked up a Brachy's tutorial. The tutorial was pretty easy to follow, and eventually I figured out how to implement touch controls. So basically, I determine whether or not there's a touch on the screen, get the coordinates of the touch, and convert it into Unity coordinates. Then I decide how the player moves based on which side of the screen that the user's touching. Next, I wanted to create a really cool geometric background for the game. So I made two objects making a cool diagonal pattern and made a script to allow them to move consistently throughout the game. Forgot to mention that I finally was able to test my game on my phone because Unity upgraded support for Windows and iPhone. I wasn't satisfied with how the background was looking, so instead of making the background only move in one direction, I made it move in four. Needed some functionality, so I made some objects that would spawn around the scene and head towards the player, and the player would need to turn to avoid them. Here you can see what's actually going on with the background and how the pieces come together to form these really cool rectangle patterns. After this, I made a simple score system, increasing the score as time goes on and making the score increase faster and faster as you progress throughout the game. After working through a few bugs, I finally got the score system figured out. Alright, so we ran into a little problem. So I want the background of the game to go in like a color cycle, so it changes colors smoothly, but the objects that make up the background are not being put into the scene at the same time. So we need a little workaround. All right, so this is our scene, and we have the objects that make up the background coming into it, going towards the camera. They're all being put in at the same time. So I can't just have the color shift be on, like, activated on the individual objects. So what I'm going to need to do is make another object in the scene that has kind of the master color control, and all of the other objects in the scene are going to get their color from that object. So let's put it in. After reading through a bunch of documentations and forums, I finally figured out how to lerp in Unity. Basically, I allowed the background to change color smoothly. So after 3 days, here's the first prototype of the game.